Howdy YouTube, and welcome back to more War Thunder with me, Repster. And I know this is going to be a bit late, but Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I apologize for this video being out after the fact, but I was real busy with a burst hot water pipe in our kitchen and a few things that went on at work and trying to be off for a week and get stuff done at home. And well, anyway, also the event, the Winter Quest event, has been a real pain in the rear, but I'll get onto that later. First things first, I did buy a couple of things during the event. Not much. I bought this actually before the event, but I'll talk about that in a minute. There was a major patch a while back. War Thunder has released a crap load of stuff. I don't remember if I made a video on it. I may have, I may not have. I cannot remember off the life of my... I don't think I did. No, in fact, I know I didn't. I was going to, but I didn't. I didn't have time, so I'll make a video on it now. First things first, I bought this. This is the A6E tram. Now, I want to say this is a great, fun, and really fun. Well, I said that twice. I want to say this is a really good, fun, and exciting aircraft to fly. Unfortunately, it is not. And that might be partially because of the meta in War Thunder right now, but also partially because, well, how else can I say this? Top tier really sucks right now. I mean, that's all there is to it. I did pay quite a bit of money for this plane, and I didn't buy it because I wanted a top tier premium, or I didn't want to be a what do they call people nowadays? A wallet warrior or whatever. I prefer the term money waster. No, but seriously. I bought this thing because of my favorite, well, not my favorite, one of my favorite movies from my childhood, Flight of the Intruder. I really enjoyed that movie. It's one of my favorite Vietnam-era movies. Although it did have some sad moments, it was still a really good movie, and it really got me interested in Vietnam-era aircraft. The F-4 Phantom, the A-6 Intruder, the F-8 Crusader, the F-105, all these aircraft, the F-5, all these the A-1 Sky Raiders, all these great aircraft that I didn't even know much about. That movie kind of brought them all in. That movie plus We Were Soldiers and a few other movies, and of course dogfights, but we'll talk about that some other time probably. The problem with this aircraft is you can't really use it to its full potential because of the A-10 spam. A-10s, F-5Cs, Harriers, they just go in, and if the A-5s don't, the F-5s don't destroy the bases before you get there, the Harriers put bombs on them to do damage. The Harriers bomb the bases, do damage to the point where it's no point in dropping the bombs on the base because it's already almost dead. You won't get any points, and you're better off loitering in the background, waiting for the match to progress till you can actually bomb some points. Now, a video I will release after this one will basically be a short four short matches I had in my A6, the first 4 matches, I should say, where I attempted to use it as a base bomber, and, well, I'll let you guys watch that video. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, this thing is a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's very frustrating to use. Well, if you go too fast, you can't pull up, you slam into the ground. You can't really turn unless you're doing like 600 miles an hour, and even then, you're having trouble turning. The AIM-9Ls are great missiles. That's really the best thing about this plane. It gets 4 of them, but no gun. Or you can do gun pods and missiles. What I was running was 3 missiles and 1 gun pod, and it was working out pretty well, but it just got so frustrating because that's not what I want to use this thing for. However, I did set up my VR system. I got it all running in my headset, controller, my throttle control, my joystick, all that working. So I did try 1 simulator match in this thing, but it's nothing to do with me not knowing how to fly a simulator. I have flown simulators in the past, mostly props, but jets are just faster. The problem I had was the graphics settings for my headset, or the game itself, were so bad that I couldn't see anything. Everything was blocky and blurry and wiggling around in the cockpit. I can't show you a video footage of it because it didn't record what I was seeing. It only recorded what was on the screen, and the screen was a lot clearer. So I tweaked the graphics around a little bit, and I think I've got it. So hopefully next time I try it, it'll work good, and I'll make a video on it. But anyway, for now, I'm not going to use this thing anymore because I was using it to try to get me points for the event. The event Winter Quest, what you have to do is get 40,000 points within 2 days, and you get a star. Once you have 8 stars, you have access to the vehicles. once you get or is it 4? Once you get 4 stars, you get this little guy here. This is a cool little float plane for the French, and I'll show you that later. I'm not really too concerned about that. I wasn't interested in the tank because I don't do top tier tank combat, but I was interested in the German Tornado IDS. Now I thought this might be a cool plane to have for fun, but it turns out the Tornadoes are really shite. Sorry, I almost sneezed. The Tornadoes are really shitty aircraft right now, thanks to, well, I don't know why they're shitty, but it's something to do with the flight model. I don't know. I'll show you what I'll show you when I looked up on. Never mind. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. And the USS Newport News. This is actually a American heavy cruiser with pretty much auto loading 8-inch guns, which should, if properly set up, have the rate of fire of the Helena's 6-inch guns, or pretty much all American 6-inch guns, which is really fast, and that's 8-inch guns. The only downside is this thing is going to be 6.3, meaning it'll fight 7.0s all day long. And even though you can rain down some fire on those guys, their bigger guns will just knock you out. So it's kind of a win-lose situation for both these vehicles. And they're not premiums, they're both event vehicles. So that really does suck. But, it is what it is. I still want to try for it. I only need 1 more star for both ships and planes, and I'll have it unlocked. But anyway, trying to use my jet aircraft for ground pounding to get points is just not working because of all the other people doing it. Yeah, you might get a match on occasion. You can get something, but it's just not worth the risk, or not worth the frustration. As you can see, it says RRB multiplier is 1.4, and the rank multiplier for rank 7 is 1.2. So that's why I thought, hey, this thing will be perfect for that. I'll just use it and go base bomb, maybe get a couple air-to-air kills. It'll be fine. Except this thing is so hard to fly because it flies, like Defon likes to say, like a tram. It's slow, it's sluggish, it doesn't like to turn. And when you're going too fast in a dive, you can't pull up. You slam into the ground. I have managed to pull up a few times, but only to pull up and just get smacked by a missile. So really, this thing is not fun. At least not in air RB. It is very useful in ground RB, from what I've seen on YouTube videos, because I haven't actually flown it, because I don't do ground RB at that battle rating yet. But in simulator, the one simulator match I had it in, it was actually a lot of fun to fly it. Excuse me. It's just unfortunate I couldn't see anything. Even though I did drop bombs multiple times, I just could not see what I was bombing. And I know. Simulator, you can't see enemy icons. That's not what I mean. I mean, it was so blurry. Even though I knew the enemy was there, I could not see them. I didn't use this little camera, and I didn't even know this camera had thermal imaging until after that match. So hopefully I'll be able to use this thing eventually in simulator and make some good matches. What I did use a lot was the F5 here. I used it as a base bomber originally. I had it set up with all the napalm bombs it can carry, because all of these will destroy a base, I think. Let's see. 4, 8, 12. Huh. Now that I think about it, I think you only need 3 of them. Because for napalm bombs, it goes by mass, not by explosive mass. So 4, 8, 12, 14, 6, no, 18. It's 1800. So technically, I only need 3 of these. Huh. I could have made that. I could have made that thing. I could have made that easier for myself. Oh well. Anyway, I was running it like that, but I decided to start using it as an actual fighter, and wow, I'm surprised how well I can maneuver. I'm surprised how well it can maneuver. So I'll probably be using it a lot more now than I was before. And of course, I got the Battle Pass vehicle, the A1H. This thing, I want to say it's fun to use, but the 2 matches I took it out in, I got my butt handed to me by jets, so it's not really as fun as I thought it would be. But look at this ordnance loadout. Holy crap. I made this because I wanted to destroy multiple bases with it, but it's just too heavy. You lose 85 miles an hour in speed, and this thing only does 365, so this setup right here, the 2,000 pound and the two big napalm bombs, that's enough to destroy 1 base. That's probably what I'll use it for next time. As far as other aircraft they've added to the game, they have added the F-16s. Now this thing is just it's just awesome. I really want to fly it. I hope by the time I get to it, it's actually been a little bit more balanced out and it's a lot more fun, because I have no idea when that's going to be, but it should be fun to fly. They also added drop tanks. So now certain aircraft have drop tank options. That's a mouthful. This is the pure air defense fighter version that gets missiles only. and of course the drop pod. It can carry 2 AIM-7Ms and or 6 AIM-9Ls. Or most people carry two AIM-7s and 4 AIM-9Ls. Apparently, the AIM-9Ls can be radar slaved to their targets, meaning they'll still follow radar guidance until you lose lock, and then they'll rely on their track IR. Track IR. No, not track IR. Their IR. Anyway, it does have its 20mm Vulcan cannon, as they always do, but, you know. This is the F-16A. This is the one that actually has... Whoops, wrong button. It's got the Vulcan, like I said. This is the one that actually has more ordnance. So this is the ground to strike version. So no AIM-7s, but a bunch of bombs, some paveways, of course this drop tank, rocket pods, napalm, air-to-ground missiles, actual AGM-65s, and AIM-9Js or Ls. I think it comes stock. Yes, I think it comes stock with AIM-9Js, so at least you have some kind of a missile use, I think. No, wait, no, it comes stock with AIM-9Ls, that's right, because here's the Js are unlockable. Never mind. And I don't know if it comes stock with countermeasures or not, I don't remember. Oh, no, it does not. Okay. So yeah, these things are, I don't know. I've seen quite a few videos on them, but they still look like fun. I was going to go straight for it, but then I realized, oh yeah, I have to unlock several more aircraft in rank 7 before I can get to that, so I'm going to go for the F5E because it's a little bit better version of the F5C. But, I'll go for the rest later. As for Germany, they did add, I think, this MiG-23, maybe? I don't think so. I think it was this MiG-21. No, this this MiG-21 was added to the game. This is a Tier 7 Premium. Now, there's not much to it. It carries R3Rs, R3Ss, R13Ms, or R60 MKs. So this is like a souped-up MiG-21. I almost said MiG-15. This is a souped-up MiG-21 that can carry R60 MKs and a little bit more ordnance. But it also gets countermeasures default and a gun pod and a gun, so that's kind of nice. Here's the German Tornado GR1. This is not the one I'm going for in the event. This is the tech tree version. This is a bit of a weird one. It has these 27 millimeter Mauser BK-27s. I've never even heard of such a gun. They only have 180 rounds of ammunition, so that's really short amount of ammo. It does come stock with AIM-9Ls, so at least you can excuse me, you can go after some air-to-air credit, but you don't get flares right off the bat. So I don't know. This thing's going to be interesting. It's more of a ground pounder than anything else, but even at that, it's going to struggle because it doesn't have a ton of ordnance. It can only carry 4 paveways with the guided pod, or 1 big paveway, or a bunch of single bombs in it. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see how the event one goes. Let's see. Yeah, here's something I did buy during the event. I bought the SU-7 when the vehicle packs went on sale, and I'm so glad I did. This thing is fun. It's not exactly a dogfighter, but it is a great base pounder. Now, you get these 4 incendiary bombs that are just right. Just the right amount to destroy a base. And this thing is so fast. If you get a 9.3 or 9.7 match, generally you can outrun most missiles, except for missiles from this guy, because you will see him on occasion. And, of course, the AIM-9Ls, you can't outrun them either, but as long as you stay away from those 2 aircraft, you're generally okay. Not always, but generally. Anyway, this thing's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And I have killed a few aircraft with it with these 30mm cannons. It's unfortunate, though, but it only gets 160 rounds, so it's 80 rounds per cannon. And the rate of fire is so high that you're like, and you're out of ammo. Anyway, I also bought the SU-11 when it went on sale. And yes, I feel disgusting for even owning this thing because how much I hate it. This thing has been the reason why I've been so rage quitting. This thing has been the reason I rage quitted so much at 7.0 to 7.3. Because I'm flying along, minding my own business, trying to farm some ground kills or farm some bots, or even go after another aircraft. And then one of these just flies out of nowhere and goes blah, 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 with stupid guns and I'm dead instantly. And it just zooms away. This thing has the flight model of a damn Zero at 7.0. It's ridiculous. But I bought one because, well, it was on sale, and I'd be a fool not to get one because it is pretty fun to fly. I've only flown it about 6-7 times now, and not every match was successful. The very first match I got pilot sniped, and the second match I crashed into somebody because they flew into me instead of banking away. They flew right into me. Third match I did manage, or third or fourth match, I did manage to get like a couple of kills. So it is what it is. For Britain, let's see. I didn't buy anything in Britain. Oh, hold on. I didn't buy anything for America, but I did buy something else for Germany. I almost forgot. Two things, in fact. I bought the premium Mi-24 Hind. Now, unfortunately, this thing is not what I thought it was, but it's still going to be useful in heli PvE. It's just unfortunate how I forgot this does not get the good missiles. It does get the chance to carry R60 MK, so I can shoot down some of those stupid aircraft that fly by really easily. But it only gets Sturm S's, or Sturm missiles. As you can see, they only have a 5 kilometer firing range. And at 9.7, yep, we'll be seeing the Roland 2s. So I can't go after bases with this thing. So it's strictly a ground pounder or anti-air vehicle, and that's it. Ooh, check this out. There's that explosion again. I keep hearing explosions off the distance, and I don't know what for. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. I like that paint scheme. Anyway, I bought that for Germany, and I also bought the Prince Eugen. Now, I was going to buy this thing last time, but I decided to wait, and I'm glad I did, because naval, well, actually, it wouldn't make a difference when I think about it. Naval was not that much better. It's still pretty messed up. No, there was actually no paint scheme for it. Paint scheme. I mean, ooh. That's nice. KMS Prince Eugen, Norway, made 1941. Neat. There's the deforming camouflage. Ooh, that's kind of cool, too. I got done a little bit of naval damage, but the problem is there's so many people playing the top tier stuff in naval that I get up tiered to like 6.0, 6.7 almost every single match, and I just get my butt handed to me. It is a fun ship. It is pretty good, but it's just naval right now is so broken. For Russia, as I already mentioned, I didn't buy anything coastal. I didn't buy I didn't buy anything there. Didn't buy. Oh, no! Did I mention that? Did I mention I bought this? I don't remember if I did. This actually is a premium Mi-24D. This thing was actually a promotional, I guess technically a promotional vehicle for when helicopters first came out. I can't remember for sure if that's accurate or not, but this thing is the best helicopter for grinding in heli PvE because of its rewards. It is 9.0, so you don't have to. Well, actually, it's 9.3. Sorry, hang on, I have it set for the wrong. Here, okay, there we go. It is 9.3. So it doesn't actually see the stuff at 9.7. Like you're basically an Mi-24A, but it's the newer body. It's the newer, I guess, newer body styles, right? Appropriate term. Its max reward for useful actions is higher than that of the Ka-50. The Ka-50 is only 39.75, where this thing is 43.65. So it's actually a lot of fun to fly too. I really enjoy it. So I'm glad I got that. As far as aviation is concerned for Russia, I think the MiG-23 ML is the first rank 7 premium, and it's a pretty crazy plane. It's got R-24Rs, R-24Ts, R-23Rs, R-23Ts, R-60Ms, and regular R-13s, and can carry bombs too. It's a pretty crazy plane. Not the best, but not the worst. It's actually pretty damn good from what I've been told. And then, of course, we have the almighty, the one we've all been waiting for, the MiG-29. Oh, I can't wait to get to this thing. I just hope by the time I do, it's not nerfed into the ground. What is that explosion over there? Sorry. It comes with the wonderful 30mm GSH-30-1 cannon. Only 150 rounds, but this thing instantly fires. It's not like the Vulcan, which has to spool up. It's just burnt, gone. Anyway. There was a lot of controversy in this plane, and there still is. Originally, it had a different type of missile, not the R-60. It had like an R-27 something. I don't remember. These missiles here, the R-27Ts and R-27Rs, are really, really good missiles, but they're not the ones that it had on the dev server. There was the R-74s, I think is what they were, or something like that. And they removed them from this plane because it was too good of a missile for the game currently. They may add it again later when the game has more aircraft of appropriate type. We'll see. But these R-27s are still really, really good. And of course, the R-60Ms are also very good. Plus, the MiG-21 could carry a bit of an ordnance load too, so if you have to ground pound in it, you can, but most everyone uses it to dogfight. So, it'll be fun to use this thing when I get to it, but as you can see, I got a long way to go. As for Great Britain, of course, they got the Tornado GR1. I already mentioned that. And they also got an F4J. This one's kind of like the other F4J, just a bunch of missiles and bombs and stuff it can carry. But I think this one actually gets... No, I think they removed that. Never mind. For Japan, they added the F4EJ ADTW, excuse me. Kind of the same thing, but it doesn't get... Well, it gets custom loadout, so you can customize your loadout. You can have it set up the same way as the British one, basically. I think. And they moved the F4EJ Kai to rank 8. China, they got the J7D, which this thing is like a crappier version of the MiG-21 SM, whatever. I forgot what they said. It's okay, but it's not great. This is a much better premium to grind with, is what I was told, so... They also added the F-16 MLU, which of course is Taiwanese, but it's a Chinese tech tree. Italy also got an F-16, excuse me, F-16. They got the ADF, the F-16A ADF, which I think means, no, it's the same thing as the Americans, ADF. They also got a Tornado GR1, and they got another F-104. Now this one's actually interesting. This one can carry enough ordnance to actually destroy a base at like Mach 1, Mach 2. It's pretty crazy. And it gets bombed CCIP, so it can bomb at high altitude, or high speed. And I thought about buying this thing just for that reason, but I didn't have enough money to pay for that in the A6, which honestly, I definitely shouldn't have bought the A6 yet. I still like it, and I think it'll be fine when I use it in simulator, but I bought it for Air RB, not simulator. Anyway. France got the Mirage 2000 DR1, which I don't even know much about it. It's like a slightly worse version of the other thing. I really don't know. I don't know much about the Mirage. But I do know this one is actually... There's a bit of controversy on this one, too. The Mirage F1C200. Some people say it's the best premium, the best of the Tier 7 premiums. Other people say it's the worst Tier 7 premium. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. From what I've seen, it does really good most of the time, but not all the time. So, kind of 50-50. Of course, Sweden got another J35, or another Draken, the XS this time, which just gets RB-24Js, which are basically AIM-9Js, and a bunch of rocket pods and stuff, so kind of a little bit better version of the A, basically. And they also got the J37D, the Viggen, sorry, not Draken. This is actually a pretty badass plane, what I've been told. Unfortunately, Israel got a little shafted. They did get the F-16A nets, but their premium is the Kafir Canard. Now this thing only gets AIM-9Ds, Shafirs, and AIM-9Gs. But at 10.7, that's a joke. That thing is a sitting duck, even with flares. Anyway, let's see, what else did I buy? I think I bought something here. Yes, I think it was this. I bought the Wilkinson here when it was on 50% off. It was like 800 gold. This is an amazing little fun boat. It has rapid-fire 12-inch guns. Sorry, 12-inch guns. Yeah, 12-inch guns. Holy shit. No, it has 2 5-inch guns, fore and aft, but it also has 2 double-barreled 3-inch guns, or 76 millimeters, fore and aft as well. And there's such a high rate of fire that you can just rain down lead consistently on these little destroyers. Now, you can even kill cruisers with this thing, but yeah, if you get focused, you're dead. It has no armor, but it's a lot of fun. And I also bought this, the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's actually a lot of fun. It's really quick. It's got a quad 30 mil, 20 mil in the back. It's got the single 37, a single 20, two dual 50s, 4 torpedoes, and the quad 20 in the back. I think got the word Thunderbolt. If anybody comes up behind you, you just tear them to shreds with these 420 mils. The Zippo, I got that for the Battle Pass, which it's not even, I don't even want to talk about that thing. It's so annoying. I think that's everything I bought. I didn't buy anything else for Germany. I was going to buy this, but I changed my mind. Prince Eugen, yep. I bought the helicopter. I bought the Su-11. Yep, that's everything. I didn't buy anything else. Oh, before we go, I'll show you that little French airplane. Oh, that's right. This is something else I'm going to buy. I'll make a video on this when I buy it later, so for now, just be forewarned. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. This is the late 298D. This is a little pre-World War II, post-World War One mono-wing float plane. It's pretty crappy, actually. It might be useful when the French naval forces come out, but right now it's kind of a joke. Two 7.5 millimeters and a rear 7.5 millimeter. It can carry a single torpedo, or two 75s, or two 150s. That's about it. Man, it's got the shark camouflage on it. Anyway, that's going to be it. I've done not much else. Next video will probably be on the Tornado GR1, the German Tornado, and the Newport News. Once I take them out for a few test runs. Oh, here we go. Where is it? There it is, A10. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Next video will actually be about my first few matches in the A6 tram. So, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. If you didn't enjoy the video, you still know what to do. Either way, snowball, 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 dance. It's too bad we can't walk around this time. Anyway, thanks for watching.